आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Hello and welcome you. You're watching the debate with me, Shavan Sen, and I'm filling in for Arnab Goswami. Tonight, we come to you with 3 power-packed debates as to what's really making the headlines today and the big debate. On the show tonight, at 8 p.m. tonight, VVIP entitlement strikes again. Ajit Pawar snaps at a flood-hit farmer seeking aid. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, Lashkar shifts to a new address right under Pakistan government and army's nose, and yet Shehbaz lies to the world. He is dealing with cross-border terror. And at 9 p.m. tonight, hours after Republic's expose, Sonam Wangchuk arrested for inciting violence in Ladakh. Ladies and gentlemen, why do we even celebrate economic growth, touting record GDPs and imagine a Viksit Bharat when the very people at the helm of power seem blind to the responsibilities of their own office? Now consider this. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, allegedly raised his hand to slap a senior police officer, Narayan Marmani, who had served the state with distinction for 31 years. Or take Tej Pratap Yadav, an ex-RJD member who humiliated a bodyguard, ordering him to perform a thumka in public or even face suspension. And now Ajit Pawar, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister, is once again in the spotlight. A flood-hit farmer in Marathwada asked him about a loan waiver. Instead of empathy, he snapped, and this is not the first time. Now contrast this with the Dutch Prime Minister leaving office after 14 years of service, cycling away quietly, without any arrogance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, many would say is leadership that can be exercised with dignity, even after decades in power. Here lies the stark truth. No matter how high our economy soars, no matter how many skyscrapers we build, no matter how many digital rupees flow, political arrogance and entitlement can destroy any dream of a truly developed India. Now, if those in power cannot respect citizens, subordinates, or even the institutions that sustain them, if threats, mockery, and humiliation become routine tools of governance, then Viksit Bharat, ladies and gentlemen, remains a mirage. We can measure growth in GDP in crores and billions, but if those at the top wield authority as a weapon instead of a responsibility, then India's progress is simply hollow. Leadership is not just about numbers, it is about humility and accountability and the courage to serve without ego. Until that becomes the standard, no matter how big our economy becomes, we cannot claim to become a Viksit Bharat in any sense of the word. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the debate tonight.
सकाळी 6ला सुरू केले बाळा मी दरमळ्याला जे काम करतं ना त्याचीच मारा.
Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar's temper is back in focus. This time the target is a flood-hit farmer in Marathwada.
आम्ही सगळेजण ह्याला द्यायला मुक्त होते. मला कळते ना आम्ही काही इकडे गोटे खेळायला आलोय त्याला एवढं ना सकाळी 6ला सुरू केले बाळा मी करमळ्याला म्हणजे जे काम करतं ना त्याचीच मारा.
The farmer had sought a loan waiver after losing crops in heavy rains. Instead of reassurance, he was met with a remarkably arrogant retort, leaving onlookers shocked.
एवढं जीव तोडून चालतोय हातून पण एका ठिकाणी जायचंय आम्हालाही कळतंय ना. आम्ही लाडक्या बहिणींना आज किती मदत करतोय. आज 45,000 कोटी रुपये वर्षाला तिथं मदत करतोय. शेतकऱ्यांची वीज माफी केली 20,000 कोटी रुपये भरतोय.
But this wasn't the first time Ajit Pawar's arrogance has taken center stage. Just 20 days after his controversial threat call to an IPS officer made headlines,
स्पेशल ऑफिसर ही हमको हाँ तो हमको उनको मदद करने का ही काम है सर.
मिनिस्टर आपके साथ बोल रहा हूँ. मैं आपको आदेश देता हूँ कि वो रुकवाओ और आप जाओ और तहसीलदार को बताओ कि अजीत पवार जी का फोन आया था. डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर ने मुझे कहा ये सब रुकवाने के लिए क्योंकि अभी मुंबई में जरा मुंबई का माहौल एकदम खराब हुआ है. उसको अपने को प्राधान्य देना है. मेरा नाम बताओ उनको
सर. वो मुझे आप एक काम कीजिए आप मुझे मेरे फोन में मतलब डायरेक्ट कॉल कीजिए ना.
1 मिनट मैं तेरे ऊपर एक्शन लूंगा. अभी मैं खुद आपके साथ बोल रहा हूँ कि आप मुझे डायरेक्ट कॉल बता दिए.
सर मुझे पता है आप सर समझ रही है सर जो आप बोल रही है समझ रही है पर मुझे
सुनो मुझे देखना है ना. तेरा नंबर दे दो या व्हाट्सएप कॉल करो.
ठीक है सर.
मैं यहाँ से बोल देता हूँ.
ठीक है सर.
मेरा चेहरा तो आपको समझ में आएगा ना.
ठीक है सर.
इतना आपको डेयरिंग हुआ है क्या?
earlier this year on January 7, 2025, Pawar lashed out at people seeking help during a public event.
अरे तुम्ही मत दिली म्हणजे माझे मालक नाही झाला का सालगडी काय केलं मला.
In 2013, Pawar mocked a farmer who had been fasting for 55 days, pleading for water to save his drought-ravaged fields.
55 दिवस झाले आझाद मैदानावर उपोषणाला बसलाय. कोण देशमुख का कोणतरी हा बसलाय ना. पाणी सुटलं. पाणीच नाही तर काय सोडता काय मुद्दा का तिथं.
From ridiculing drought-hit farmers to insensitive remarks, Ajit Pawar's political arrogance keeps dragging him back to the headlines. Today, as this new evidence of Ajit Pawar's power trip circulates, the question remains, when will the powerful finally be held accountable?
Shana and say, I want to start the debate with you. Ajit Pawar happens to be your ally. If the Deputy Chief Minister is so very tired, after all, he has to wake up so early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and after all, he's doing so much of work for the people of Maharashtra, he after all needs some rest. Because clearly, for the last few days, 21 days ago, he felt the need to show his power. Few days later, he says that, look here, I'm working from 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing service. I'm doing service to the people of Maharashtra. So I'm entitled to make these comments. Shaina NC, how would you like to defend the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister tonight?
All I want to say is that the Mahayuti government, and when I say the Mahayuti government, that means our leadership is extremely sensitive to the cause of the farmers.
And for the last 21 days, you have been extremely sensitive, I believe. You have been so sensitive, Shaina NC, that you have allowed this to continue. Rather than pulling up the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister, it seems that he's continuing, and that's how sensitive the Mahayuti is.
May I just complete my point? Yesterday, the Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah ji, was in Mumbai, and he signed a memorandum with Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde, on the cause of the farmers who have faced incessant rain. And you've had the NDRF, saying that the colossal loss will be dealt with, and we will stand.
So that allows the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister to make a despicable statement, not once but multiple times, that allows the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister to tell a farmer who's lost his livelihood to look here, that why shouldn't we make you the Chief Minister? China NC, are we really in our senses? Suhail said, you've heard what China NC has to say, that look here, the government is doing a lot. After all, it is about the initiatives. Why should we really bother about what the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister said? He can lose his cool. After all, he's a human being. After all, he's a human being. After all, he's a citizen who's been working so very hard.
I don't have that much of time on this debate, so I'll make my opening remarks and then I'll disappear. These people are nothing but a bunch of shameless, arrogant hoodlums. All of them, irrespective of which goddamn party they belong to. The problem is that the people are too scared of them. If you turn around and slap this chief minister or deputy chief minister, they'll wake up. A. B, why don't you actually have these people taken to court? Because there is evidence of mala fide governance. The problem is we are too scared in this country to speak truth to power. And it is not an NCP problem or whatever they are called today. It is a general malaise which has afflicted this country. If you're a great leader, you don't have to force people and express your arrogance. But these people are not great. They live by the gun, for the gun, with the gun. They believe that by bullying people, they can exhibit and exude power. And we allow them to do it. So it's not about Ajit Pawar. There are a zillion Ajit Pawars in India. You think this doesn't happen? A local MLA actually thinks he's God, because we allow these jokers to think they are. No one says anything to them because people are scared. People are worried about the onslaught or, some hooliganism that these people are adept at. So my advice is, whenever something as brazen, as despicable as this happens, A, do what you're doing, which is let people be shamed. But the problem here is, my friend, even shame doesn't exist within them. So where will you shame them? If they have no shame, it doesn't matter. And, I see Asif Bhamla and all these people who are, some of them are my friends, including China. There is no excuse for this behavior. Don't defend these people because they're your friends. No, but they are indefensible when they behave with the weak, the common, the deprived, and people who are less privileged. You have the courage, let Ajit Pawar or whoever it is talk this way to the Prime Minister or talk this way to Amit Shah, see what they do. They are chuhas, they are rodents in front of them. These people exhibit power in front of the powerless. Let them try and exhibit power in front of powerful and see what happens to them. You can't run a government through the barrel of a gun with arrogance as your leitmotif. You can't. And I'm glad you have brought this up today. And I'm glad that we're having this discussion. But as I said, I don't know how shamed they will be.
You'll have the answer right now, Mr. Suhail said, because you have Brijmohan Srivastava of the NCP who's joining us.
Can I reply to my friend Suhail?
Asif, I'll come to you, but let me get the NCP to respond to this. For starters, Mr. Srivastava, can we at least have an apology here? That may not be really enough, and it may not really change the life of the farmer who's lost his own livelihood. And you have the Deputy Chief Minister literally threatening him on camera. The least you could have done is apologize for it, which did not happen, Mr. Srivastava.
देखिए, पहले तो ये जो घटना घटी है, इसको आपने बहुत ज़्यादा इसको ट्विस्ट कर दिया।
ट्विस्ट कैसे? आपके लिए आप चाहे तो ब्रिजमोहन जी आप चाहे तो मैं आपको वापस सुना देता हूँ। ये लगातार जब आप कहते हैं इस तरह से जब आप कहते हैं, आप वापस इंसल्ट कर रहे हैं।
लेने दीजिए, एक मिनट मेरी बात सुन लीजिए। वहां पर ये सारी बात एक नेता की अपने कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ हो रही है, हंसी मजाक पे। किसी ने कहा क्या आप इतना पैसा दे देंगे? तो
ये हंसी मजाक है। चलिए आपको और एक बार दिखा देता हूँ आपको ब्रिजमोहन जी, क्योंकि आपको अपने नेता को देखिए, मैं मानता हूँ आपको डिफेंड करना जरूरी है।
देखिए, आपको बीच में बोलने से रोकिए। मैंने इनको गंभीरता से सुना है और इनको भी डिसेंसी दिखानी चाहिए।
हमारे टैक्स को
डिसेंसी दिखानी चाहिए।
आपका पैसा नहीं है,
फिर आपको मैं नहीं बोलने दूंगा।
₹1 नहीं खर्चोगे तो ये सब बोलिए कि हमारा पैसा है।
आप देश को गुमराह करने की बात करते हैं। आपको जब पूरी बात नहीं मालूम
क्या?
We'll try and fix his audio.
अपने शब्द आ रहे हैं।
We'll try and fix. Suhail, I'll try and fix him on the. Yeah, I'll try and fix that audio line. You got the answer. Suhail, you've got the answer.
Let's imagine I give him the benefit of doubt. No, let's imagine he is saying
हमसे बातचीत करने का हमसे अपना कम्युनिकेशन बना के रखते हैं। अजीत पवार की अपने एक स्टाइल है अपने कार्यकर्ताओं
ये स्टाइल है, आप कहते हैं ये स्टाइल है। ब्रिजमोहन जी, आपको लगता है ये स्टाइल है? आप कहते हैं ये स्टाइल है, और क्या ब्रिजमोहन जी एक बार वापस एक मिनट चिल्लाने से, ब्रिजमोहन जी चिल्लाने से आप अपनी गलती को देखिए। ब्रिजमोहन जी, ब्रिजमोहन जी, आसिफ बामला, forget about defending. Now, what is there to really defend when you have Brijmohan Srivastava of the NCP saying that after all it is Dada's style?
I am not here to defend the wrong. What I'm trying to submit here is that see the kind of package the government has offered. This government has offered just 690 crores to just 4 districts that have been affected. And if you know, the Honorable Home Minister, when he was here, a dossier was submitted to him for extra help to provide aid to the farmers.
So what kind of an entitlement is it, Asif Bhamla? Advaita, can I also bring in Advaita right now? Advaita
has offered a package of 2,215 crores.
Asif,
is that
Asif, we are not here. Asif, congratulations. It's not free advertisement for the government here. 1 minute. Asif. The issue here.
Money. It is the public's money which being offered to the public at a time.
Asif Bhamla. Advaita, this issue here is this. Let me just bring back the focus here. Asif, come on. If you want to just shout around. Asif, 1 minute.
Or a police officer, or a man, or a woman, or a rich person, or a poor person, they have to be treated with dignity and respect. So they are not getting some handouts from the government. He's not opening up his personal bank account and writing a check. Let's be clear about what is happening here.
Asif, come on. Advaita, see, this is the problem. The moment.
That's it.
Okay.
If this person has a problem,
Asif, can you be a little silent here and hear me out? Asif.
He should not be in those roles. Jagan, he should not be in those roles. There is
first of all, this is the problem, Advaita. The moment you ask the politicians any question which is direct in nature, you ask the politicians anything direct in nature, they will find a way to deviate. Asif, come on. It makes no sense. Can you even hear yourself? Asif, if you're making a point, there is no point, no one is hearing. It makes absolutely no sense. Gibberish. 1 minute, Asif, come on. If you actually want to do that, there is no point here. You're making no sense. Can you please allow the other person to respond here? Asif, I will be left with no other option to bring your feeder down. Now, Asif, come on. First of all, the issue here was not about what you are offering the people here. This is not about your free advertisement of the Bharatiya Janata Party or what they are offering in the state of Maharashtra. What I'm asking here is very simple and very direct. Does it behove well on the part of the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra who was elected by the same very people? Advaita, hence I want to bring you back here. You just heard Asif a short while back, Shaina. I do understand their compulsions to defend their leader. But how long? The way you keep insulting the people of this country.
Is this the ideology of the Bharatiya Janata Party that a spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to come on a national television channel and speak like this and defend behavior like this? As far as I know, this is not the ideological moorings of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So I don't understand how this person can be defended for this kind of behavior, especially a person who is in a public-facing role. If he is not comfortable with being in a public-facing role, let him go to the background. Let him not be in front.
Towards the farmers.
I don't understand why he needs to be
the
defended.
government is giving to the
I
farmers.
really don't understand why it needs to.
In fact,
I'm not defending any leader's behavior.
Asif, can I just tell you one thing? Can I just tell you one thing?
Talking about the
there is
packages.
anger among the people, and in a short while from now, I'm going to open the lines. You know what I'm going to do, Asif? If you believe in this kind of a commotion, China and Asif, please do understand. People are angry in the manner. People, Asif. The reason why time and again your government was elected was also because your government was seen as being accessible. Today, when you have the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister saying that, look here, I don't care about the problem that you're facing. If you are...
No, he didn't spoken this thing.
Okay, I'm going to play it out for you. Suhail, is there any other better way of... describing the situation here?
I want to make 2 comments.
ब्रिजमोहन जी, आप सुन लीजिए ना, आपके लिए मैं वापस चलाता हूँ. कोई बात नहीं, आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा, मैं वापस चलाता हूँ आपके लिए. ये देखिए, आप खुद देख लीजिए.
आम्ही काही तो गोटे खेळायला आलोय त्याला एवढं ना सकाळी 6ला सुरू केलं बाळा मी करमळ्याला म्हणजे जे काम करतं ना त्याचीच मारा बघा ना आता एवढं जीव तोडून चालतोय हातून पण एका ठिकाणी जायचंय आम्हालाही कळतंय ना आम्ही लाडक्या बहिणींना आज किती मदत करतोय आज 45,000 कोटी रुपये वर्षाला तिथं मदत करतोय शेतकऱ्यांची वीज माफी केली 20,000 कोटी रुपये भरतोय.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is an elected representative of our country. ब्रिजमोहन जी, सुन लीजिए मेरी बात, सुन लीजिए. मैं चिल्लाना नहीं चाहता हूँ. पहली बात, ना अजीत पवार सुनते, ना आप सुनते. उनके पार्टी के जितने भी लोग हैं वैसे ही हैं. आप किसी लोग की बात आप नहीं सुनना चाहते. आपके लिए चलिए हमारी बात तो आप ना माने, पर आप लोगों की बात तो सुन लीजिए. सुहेल, it's unfortunate. You are saying that, these people should be prosecuted.
No, let me tell you 3 things. Brijmohan, just keep quiet.
Brijmohan ji, sun lijiye.
Let me tell you 3 things. Number 1, it is not Brijmohan's money. It is not Fadnavis's money. It is not Shinde's money. It is not Ajit Pawar's money. It is the people's money. That money has not come from their goddamn coffers. It has come from the taxpayer. So they are not doing anyone a favor. Number 2, when they come to help people, help has a certain compassionate element to it. They can't behave ki unki jagir hai and they are throwing money at us. Bullshit. They are doing nothing of the sort. Number 3, even a person like Asif Bhamla should not defend the government by giving figures. We have the figures. Let China NC do that. She's the spokesperson. Why should poor Asif Bhamla do it? Who's doing yeoman work in terms of the foundation?
I am highlighting the aspects that the government has done at this time of calamities for the farmers.
Is that the debate? Is that what we are asking us?
My humble point of submission, my dear friend Sohail, is that, see, as far as the behavior of Mr. Ajit Pawar is concerned, we have the NCP spokesperson who will address that. But I am here to highlight the fact that this government has been receptive towards the agony, the problems it provided to the farmers. It's provided a huge package for just, and it's been approved. It's not just been said.
I'll turn the table here.
It's been approved.
They are not doing a favor, Asif. What's wrong with you? Have you lost it?
Roll down.
No government servant, no Neta does a favor by helping his people in distress. He is not doing a goddamn favor. They are not a my bab. They are public
No, I understand.
servants.
I take your point.
They are elected
but how many
to
governments
serve
in the
the
past
goddamn
have
people.
shown
So
even the
please
inclination?
don't give them,
How many times
don't give them
has
credit.
the Home
अरे,
Minister
उन्होंने इतना पैसा दिया, इतना पैसा दिया.
specially to address
उनका पैसा
this
नहीं था.
issue
वो.
of the
नहीं है.
farmers, which is of utmost concern?
अरे यार, again you're talking the same.
Asif, why don't you do something? Asif, China NC and Brijmohan. What I'm going to do is that I've opened up the lines here. Hold on, Asif. There's no point just shouting at each other. I've opened the lines. Manav from Visakhapatnam is calling us. In fact, there are several callers who are here. And that's the point that I want to make, Asif. Brijmohan and China NC, that people are essentially angry in the attitude, the arrogance that our leaders constantly keep showing. No matter what happens, irrespective of party, the arrogance.
The person who is sitting in a Trivandrum
Manav,
is annoyed.
Brijbhushan, आप सुन लीजिए ना. Manav from Visakhapatnam is joining. Manav, why don't you take the question to Brijmohan of the NCP?
Through this channel,
Manav, go ahead.
Through this,
Manav, you'll have to just mute your television audio.
Through this channel, I want to request Modi ji and Amit Shah ji and Devendra Fadnavis ji that इस टाइप का जो arrogant नेता, so called नेता हमारा समाज में आता है ना, इन लोगों को उठा के फेंक देना चाहिए. ये लोग वोट का टाइम पे ये लोग आता है, हाथ जोड़ करके पैर पकड़ के वोट लेता है, और जब नेता बन जाता है तो ये समाज में इस तरीके से उल्टा सीधा बातें करता है. इन लोगों को उठा के फेंक देना चाहिए, तब समाज में मैसेज जाएगा कि इस टाइप का एरोगेंट नेता लोगों का कोई जगह नहीं है समाज में.
Manav, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. I'll take one more caller. Gangadhar from Bengaluru is calling. Gangadhar, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What do you have to tell Brijmohan ji and Asif Bamla and China NC? I want all our political leaders to listen to the people of this country.
Hear me? Mr. Prava?
We seem to be having some problem. Can we reconnect Gangadhar?
Mr. Able to hear me?
Gangadhar ji, I can't hear you.
Okay, now you are able to hear me?
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. See, first of all, I would like to say the entire political system are taking the citizens of India very cheap. They don't have respect for the citizens. They have courtesy. They don't have courtesy for the entire political system. We will listen Modi ji, Nagdev Bhava, and what we are listening all of other. And what our Sohail ji has said very correctly, this is the one system. Today Ajit Pawar Dada is there, yesterday some other person will be there, tomorrow some other person will be there. And what is it? And what
Okay, we seem to be having some problem. Harish is also joining us. From Ravi from Hyderabad is joining us. Ravi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ravi, go ahead.
So I just want to add, see, Modi ji is trying to take our country to world number 3, right? So imagine how a country should be when it is at world number 3, representing other nations and all. So being said that, the world number 3 is only possible by the value generation, right? By companies, skilled people, and it's a new society altogether. So the politics will become irrelevant. See, the political people, the politics, it all becomes irrelevant when India gets to that level. And what we are seeing today, this frustration from the politicians, they are understanding that.
Frustration from the politicians.
People are making more money than them, So,
right.
So basically,
Brijmohan ji, जवाब दीजिए. फ्रस्ट्रेशन है. देखिए, आप लोग कह रहे हैं, ये लोग कह रहे हैं, आप अब हमारी बात तो सुन नहीं रहे. चलिए, आपको हमने कॉलर्स भी कर दिया. वो कह रहे हैं, आपको मैं 30 सेकंड दे रहा हूं, उसके बाद मैं अद्वैत के पास जाने वाला हूं. आप सुन लीजिए. वो कहते हैं कि फ्रस्ट्रेशन है. आपके उप मुख्यमंत्री फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है.
ये मुद्दा फ्रस्ट्रेशन से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं है. वहां पर जो घटना घटी, आप देखिए, आपने खुद ने जो वीडियो अभी दिखाया, उसमें लोग दादा की बात पे हंस रहे हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने उस बात को लाइटर मोड में कहा था. हर लीडर का अपने मतदाताओं के साथ कम्युनिकेट करने का अपना तरीका होता है. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि वहां पर कोई दादा एरोगेंसी में कोई बात कह रहे थे. लोगों ने हंसा है. अब आप जिन लोगों की रिएक्शन दिखा रहे हैं,
21 दिन पहले जब धमका रहे थे, वो भी दादा का स्टाइल ही होगा. Advaita, 21 days ago, when Ajit Pawar was actually threatening a woman officer who was doing her duty, I believe, according to Brijmohan ji, वो भी कोई बात नहीं. Brijmohan ji, ये स्टाइल है, I think. कोई बात नहीं, ये बहुत उम्दा स्टाइल है. चलिए, बहुत बढ़िया. खुश रहिए आप अगर ऐसे स्टाइल में सबको रहना है तो. Advaita and China NC.
Yeah, he's a repeat offender. He's done this repeatedly. This is not the first time. It won't even be the last time. I think what your caller said about Prime Minister Modi is significant because in the last decade plus, he has gone out of his way to create systems that empower people. He has negated that my-baap culture that used to exist and made sure people have bank accounts, they have rights, they can approach anyone that they need to. He's opened up his own portal for people to communicate directly with him. Now, what kind of leadership? This is a leadership of a past that Indians have kicked out. This kind of my-baap culture, this kind of talking down to people, this has no place in the new India.
Absolutely. I'm not too sure, Advaita. I'm not too sure whether our politicians...
This is what he means. Nobody in this country should have to bend and prostrate for their rights.
No, that is exactly the point I made. But Asif Bamla and China NC have all through said, look here, the initiatives. Look at that's the larger picture we must be focusing on. Brij Mohan says that Dada ka style hai. China NC, can I, I hope, because we don't have much time, can we be a little honest here? The Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister hasn't said this not for the first time. You remember the last time when he was not in power with you, he had said that, what should I do if there is no water? Should I urinate? That was Ajit Pawar. I don't think so. It is important for us to defend him right now, Shine. I think so. You should be asking for an apology. Your party should be asking for an apology.
Look, nobody is defending this statement. I cannot defend the indefensible. But at the same time, I can highlight the good work which has been done by the Mahayuti when it comes to the farmers and when it comes to uplifting them in every sense. So those yojanas which have been given out to our poor farmers and with utmost sensitivity, I say, we've had incessant rains, we've had a situation which is not necessarily the easiest with the erratic climatic conditions and the losses that the farmers have had to go through. So this government is very, very committed. As I said yesterday itself, this memorandum was signed when Amit Shah ji, the Home Minister, came to Mumbai. Devendra Fadnavis, the Chief Minister, and my own leader, Eknath ji Shinde, who is a farmer himself, has been so sensitive to the cause of farmers.
Shaina, no one was arguing here about the initiatives.
Isn't it diluted by someone like Ajit Pawar coming and...
that's the point here, Advaita. I don't think so. Ladies...
all the work that has been done when this video is going viral.
I don't think so. This is the last time. This is the last time we are going to debate this. Advaita, Shaina, and I don't think so. This is the last time because not just Ajit Pawar, there are many such politicians in our country who still believe that they can continue. Asif, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting here right now. I'm running short of time, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we are not trying to defend the indefense.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us on the first debate. Asif, I'm sure I'm not asking you to defend any further, but the question here is that, perhaps the Maharashtra Chief Minister can actually pull up his colleague. And, this shouldn't be repeated.
He has done this even in the last time when this situation happened. It was the Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra.
Okay, Asif, thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।